Some days are easier to fake it. I find it hard to think when you're brought up. I know it takes a heart to break it, but you took that and some more when you gave up. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Some things don't work and that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's over now, what time will tell. You were fine, we was there the whole time. Was love in the skies, in your eyes. If you see, you were fine, we was there the whole time. Was love in the skies, in your eyes. There in your eyes. There in your eyes.
I get it, I get it, I get it.
There in your eyes.
I get it, I get it, I get it.
There in your eyes.
I get it, I get it, I get it. Yeah,
I needed you, but you were missing.
yeah.
Told me it changed, but you can't lose in touch. Some things I wouldn't even mention. Just know I don't need your attention, no. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Some things don't work and that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's over now, what time will tell. You were fine, yeah. There the whole time. Was love in the skies, in your eyes. Oh, yeah. You were fine.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another live play-by-play on the YouTube channel. And tonight, our Golden State Warriors without Steph, Jimmy, Kristaps Porzingis, and Draymond Green will be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum in another very interesting regular season matchup between these two teams who at the moment are currently both struggling. So before we do get into it, obviously jump ball about 5 to 10 minutes away. I've got a few things we want to talk about before we get into, like I said, this very interesting regular season matchup. And if you are just joining us, make sure to drop a like on the stream and feel free to comment down below saying what's up or any predictions, any thoughts, anything you want to talk about before we get underway here tonight. Now, first things first, I do apologize. Obviously, I haven't streamed the past two games via Denver and then also via the Pelicans. As you'll probably be able to tell throughout the stream, I am incredibly sick at the moment. I've come down with some sort of cold or flu. I've been in and out of bed the past couple of days, so yeah, it was nowhere near good enough to be able to stream those two games. I've caught the Warriors injury bug. Maybe I've spent too much time watching Porzingis highlights, and now, unfortunately, I'm very sick. But I'm good enough today for a stream, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how the team goes. But yeah, the first proper thing I want to talk about: injuries. Injuries. The injuries surrounding this team are almost getting to the point where it's unbearable now. I thought by this point of the season, post All-Star break, our only real injury would have been Jimmy. I thought by now Steph and Seth would both be out there. Like Kristaps suggested, I thought he would have hit the ground running. I was hoping for a good second half of the season from Draymond. And then, hoping for as much playing time from Melton and Al as possible. But unfortunately, it just hasn't gotten any better. The injuries have actually, not even arguably, they have definitively gotten worse for this Warriors team. And as we now approach roughly, give or take, the last month of the season, as we get ever so slightly closer to a 500 record and falling potentially lower and deeper into that play-in ninth and 10th seeds, things are starting to get a little bit worrying. But yeah, I guess the injury that started it all was that Jimmy Butler ACL injury versus Miami. And since that injury, the Warriors have gone 5-9. Now, Steph and a couple of other guys have missed some, patches of basketball through that 14 game stretch. But yeah, for anyone who was wondering, how valuable Jimmy Butler is to this Warriors team, this patch of basketball since his injury should tell you everything you need to know. So yeah, we miss Jimmy, and man, I can't wait for him to hopefully get back out there, to at least 75 to 80% of the player he was before the injury. If we can get 15 to 17 points a game from Jimmy next year, plus maybe an off-season edition of like LeBron or Kawhi Leonard, we might be a fun team. But we'll save all that, hypothetical stuff for a little bit later on in the season. But yeah, obviously, like I said, very interesting matchup between these two teams tonight. Both teams are really struggling as of late. In their last 5 games, the Warriors have gone 2-3. And in Memphis' last 5 games, they've gone 1-4. So, yeah, both teams coming in with a similar record and similar confidence. Now, the difference is one of these teams is actively trying to win and make a playoffs push, and the other team is actively trying to get as high of a pick as possible. So, yeah, I'm honestly at this point just shocked that we still have the 8th seed in the Western Conference. I know a lot of other Western Conference teams have also faced their injury struggles, but yeah, I feel like we're almost even lucky to still have the 8th seed. So, like I said, we're now 30-28. A loss here tonight would put us to 30-29, and as close as you could get to be from 500. So, yeah, if we could find a way to somehow pull off another win here versus Memphis, that would be absolutely awesome. Obviously, we played the Grizzlies probably about 2 weeks ago. We were down by like 16 or 17 points, looking dead and buried, and then we had this crazy fourth quarter comeback, and Guy Santos capped it off with a game winner. We're able to win 114-113. So, if we could somehow do something similar to that again tonight, that'd be awesome. Put us to 31-28. Give us 3 games off of 500. That would be awesome. But yeah, I really don't care how it gets done tonight. We just need to find a way on the road, on the second night of the back-to-back, to pull off what I would almost say is a bit of a miracle win here. I know Memphis aren't a good team at the moment. I know they've also got a lot of injuries, but it would almost feel like a miracle at this point for the Warriors to pull off a win on the second night of a back-to-back with, 7 or 8 guys out. But we'll see what we can do. Like I said, I don't care. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be, anything crazy. Just someone on this team, whether it's Moses, Will, Pods, Al, whoever wants to step up tonight, someone needs to do that. And we just need to pull off a win of some fashion. But yeah, now we'll quickly go through the injury report and projected starting lineups. This injury report is like a full-on essay here. So we'll start off with the Grizzlies. No Ja Morant, no Zach Edey, which is disappointing. He's only played 10 games in his second year. I was hoping for a good sophomore season for Zach Edey, but yeah, he just hasn't touched the court enough. Then no Cedric Howard, no Brandon Clark, Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out for the year, no Kyle Anderson, and no Santi Aldama. And then for the Warriors, no Kristaps Porzingis, no DeAnthony Melton, no Draymond Green, no Steph Curry, no Seth Curry, no LJ Cryer, and then obviously Jimmy Butler is out for this season. So that is 14 combined injuries for both teams. That is a full-on roster out tonight combined for both teams, which is ridiculous. And then the starting lineups for the Grizzlies. They've got Ty Jerome, Gigi Jackson, Javon Small, Jalen Wells, and then Oliver Max Prosper. So, small ball lineup here for the Grizzlies as well tonight. And then for our Warriors, few little tweaks in the starting lineup from last game. They actually just made a late change here. So, it's going to be Brandon Pajemski and then Will Richard, who replaces Pat Spencer in the lineup late. Then we've got Moses Moody, Guy Santos, and Al Horford. So, very small ball game we have here tonight. We'll see how it unfolds. I really don't have too many hopes or expectations with this game tonight. I just want a win in some fashion, and I would be happy. Hopefully as well we can also hit 1,600 subs. That'd be nice. We're only 4 away. But like I said, do apologize if I sound a little bit funny across points of the stream. Like I said, I'm incredibly unwell. But, we're just going to try and get through this game, see how we go. We're just anticipating that Steph Curry return. You know, I'm hoping Steph will be back maybe next week, late next week, as we start to enter March. Now, quickly before we do get underway, we'll talk about the month of March. It's going to be a tough one for the Warriors. February was a pretty cruisy month in terms of, you know, how many games we play and the schedule we have. Unfortunately, it ends up being a lot more difficult than we would have thought because of the injuries and just how we're playing overall. But March is going to be a tough one. We only have like 4, maybe 5 games at home. And then I think we have like 10 plus games on the road, including like a 6-game stretch of consecutive road games. And a couple of those games are back-to-back. I know we go to like Boston, Washington, New York, all in like a stretch. So yeah, it's going to be tough considering, you know, everything we've been going through at the moment. So we're just hoping that Steph can get back by as early in March as possible. And then same with Kristaps, Dre, Seth, and then hopefully D'Anthony and Al can, you know, play as much basketball as possible. But here we go in Memphis at the FedEx Forum. We've got no idea who is going to step up tonight for the Warriors. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say we get a really good Guy Santos game. Small ball lineup for the Grizzlies. I reckon Guy's going to feast tonight. I'm going to say Guy gets 25. And then I reckon we'll need some good buckets from Pods. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We have really no idea. On the road, things are so unpredictable. But here we go. Warriors v Memphis. Al Horford going to win the jump ball. And Brandon Podziemski is going to start things off here. First possession. Alright, so Podziemski with Javon Small on him, who played really good defense last time Warriors and Memphis faced off a few weeks ago at the Chase Center. As Al Horford, first play of the night, will result in a bucket. Little hook shot there from Uncle Al. And he gets the night going in good fashion. We will definitely take that. If you are here in the live chat, definitely make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And feel free to comment down below your predictions for this game. So look, I mean, if we can somehow get a win here tonight, all things considered, I'd be very, very happy. We'd be 4-5 without Steph, which, you know, considering the amount of hate the team's been getting in recent times, I don't think that's actually too bad. Jerome off to Wells. His 3 is offline. And Oliver Max Prosper could not get the offensive rebound there. So it'll roll out of bounds. Last touch by Memphis. So the Warriors get a bucket and then get a stop on the first 2 plays of the game. Really good stuff there. We'll take that. So Guy Santos, who I predict to get 25 tonight. I think this could be a game where he really feasts. He's got Ty Jerome on him. So that's what I'm talking about here. That's a really good matchup for Guy. Can use that size and frame to get past someone like a Ty Jerome. As there he is, Guy Santos throws it up. Just as I predicted. Like, that's going to be an easy matchup all night for Guy. He will take advantage on that baseline all night long if they're only going to cover him with Ty Jerome in the paint, as that's another miss there for Memphis. This time they do get the offensive rebound. Jerome, the second chance bucket, rattles in. So there we go. Memphis with their first bucket of the night. Already off to a pretty entertaining start here. So this time they've got GG Jackson on Guy, but Guy's still got that mismatch. I really want to see Guy attack all night long. Handoff and screen for Moses. ISO ball for Moses. Couldn't get past Wells. Gives it off to Guy. Back to Moses with 4. Got to create something here. Moses, Hezzy, drive, Euro. And misses the little step through shot there as Moses Moody. Good defense from Memphis. Jerome, a trailing 3. And that misses. Looking for a heat check shot early. As Podziemski gets the rebound. Coming off 2 games where he's put up 15 rebounds. Horford, a deep 3. Misses. So back-to-back misses there from 3 for both teams. Obviously, small ball lineup. Do expect a lot of 3s here tonight. Quick ball movement. Quick transition play. Blue Moo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, haven't obviously been streaming for a while, Blue Moo. As you can probably hear it in my voice, I am incredibly sick at the moment. But yeah, hopefully a good Warriors win here today will make me feel better as Will Richard connects there from the wing. Good play and good start to this ball game for our Dubs. Now as well, I am working on a video at the moment how the Warriors destroyed their young core from that championship run in 2022. We'll cover Poole, Weissman, Kuminga, and Moody. It'll be a fun video. I haven't really done a video like that before, so working on that at the moment. And obviously yesterday, as our GG Jackson is fouled, and we'll head to the line for 2. Obviously yesterday, we saw Kuminga's Hawks debut, and he cooked, man. I watched that game. I was just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing yesterday. Just could not get off the couch. And, yeah, was watching the Hawks game. I mean, yeah, it was against Washington. But Kuminga, man, 27 points. And he was just everywhere on the break. And, yeah, he'll be a good player for Atlanta. And, yeah, so doing a video on that, talking about how the Warriors destroyed what was a very promising young core. As our early substitution here, Pat Spencer will come in for Will Richard. And Gary Payton will come in for Guy Santos. As GG goes 2-2. 2-point ball game here. 3 minutes in. Pajemski. Obviously, it's been weird for Pods in these recent games. He, for some reason, could just not play basketball in the first half. And he turns the ball over there. As GG Jackson throws it down. Tied ball game. But like I was saying before Pajemski interrupted me, for some reason, Pods can just not play in the first half. And then the second half rolls around, all of a sudden he's knocking down every shot, grabbing offensive rebounds, making the right reads. It's so weird. Like, I would love to see a full, consistent game from Pajemski. But yeah, unfortunately there, Gary got dunked on by GG because of the Pods turnover. Here he is again, Pajemski. Good read this time to Gary. And that 3 is off back iron there. Javon Small. Off to Jerome. Swing past to GG. As that's going to be a poke-away steal there from Gary Payton off to Pat Spencer. And that is going to be the easiest of layups Pat has ever had in his career. Good read from Gary Payton. Was able to get the poke-away steal there. Off the pass. Read it like an interception, that one. Good work from Gary. That's why you want him out there on the floor as Javonte Small and 1. Pajemski got across late, didn't have his feet set, and with that, a little bit of late contact. Now, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna mute while I. All right, apologies for that. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me blowing my nose. All right, so Javon Small. And that's going to be the first Memphis lead of the night. So Warriors got off to a good start here, but yeah, it's been a little Memphis run to take the lead. Pat Spencer now. Warriors got to look to get back on the ball here. Can't slow down. We need to be on the money all night long here. Memphis, although they've got their injuries, they'll give us a test. They've got some young guys looking to prove. As Moses, late shot clock saver there. And the Warriors regain the lead. But Bloomer says Grizzlies need a cook. No, hopefully not. That's going to be a wide open 3 for Memphis. And that one comes up short. Al Horford with the rebound. And Al's bringing the ball up the court. 39-year-old 6'9" center Al Horford bringing the ball up. In 2026, that would not have been on my bingo card for the season. Gary contested 3 and cashes it in. Man, I will say, one of my big positives this year, especially in this later part of the season, Gary Payton's shooting has been back to a really good level, as that's a good shot from Ty Jerome through the contact. Almost would have got a foul there as well. But yeah, Gary's shooting, especially from 3, has become really good. And speaking of Gary from 3, tries again, but that time misses. Offensive rebound for Pajemski, and he cashes in the deep 3. Brandon Pajemski from downtown. Timeout, Memphis. What a play from Pods. Got the offensive rebound, a long offensive rebound too. That one rolled all the way back out to the logo. It was a high arcing shot from Gary, and then Pajemski just no fear to shoot it. Knocks down that one. Also, really good day in the association today. We've got some really good games on our hands. Two best teams in the NBA, OKC v Detroit currently playing. I think there's no SGA though, which is interesting because SGA must be close to not making the 65 game mark to be eligible for awards, which if you take Jokic and SGA, the two best players this season, out of the MVP race, who's going to win it? Maybe Cade Cunningham? I think he would be probably the most deserving of it. Or maybe a Jaylen Brown, I guess. Or you could say Luka, but I don't think Luka deserves it personally. If I was deciding the MVP with SGA and Jokic out of the equation, I'd be giving it to Cade or Jaylen Brown. Not Luka, in my opinion. And then we got Raptors Spurs. That's a pretty good game. Cavs Bucks. Is Giannis back yet? No, Giannis is still out. How many games has Giannis missed now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 games out now for Giannis. He hasn't played in over a month, which is crazy. I wonder when he'll be coming back. If he does come back at all. Like, can the Bucks even make the play-in? No, I don't even think the Bucks are going to make the play-in. I think Charlotte's done enough to keep that spot. And then Celtics-Nuggets could be a good game if everyone's playing. Yep, Jaylen Brown's playing, and Jokic is playing, so that'll be a good game. I mean, the Nuggets are still without Gordon and Peyton Watson. Both those guys give you 15 a game, but yeah, no, I think it'll actually be a fun game. The only kind of not great games today is probably Kings-Rockets. That should be a blowout, and then you can argue this game as well, but this game might actually be close, considering both teams, injury concerns. But yeah, so far it's been good. But yeah, 8-2 run for the Warriors. Thanks to some good play from Pajemski and Gary there. Back-to-back threes. Yeah, so I was just talking about this before, but they brought it back up on the commentary. Pod's 2 games in a row with 15 rebounds off the bench, which is pretty crazy. And I say that because he just got an offensive rebound there and then hit the long 3 straight away. So, yeah, I love that. The Warriors obviously missing out on Porzingis and Draymond in recent games. And Al as well. As Walter Clayton misses that 3. But like I was saying, Warriors have had, their center rotation in and out. So, Pajemski giving us all those rebounds has been huge as Scottie Pippen hits a deep 3. We've seen a couple of just deep heat check 3s early in this ball game, and I love it. Warriors 3 of 6 from deep, Memphis 2 of 6, so not terrible shooting from both teams. And I like to see it. In a small ball lineup game like this, it's fun when both teams are just throwing up 3s and actually making them. Oh, Pat Spencer! From behind, looking like 2016 LeBron with the chase down block. How about that from Pat Spencer? Snuck up on him like a librarian. Oh my goodness. Taylor Hendricks that was. I'm still getting used to, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know who got blocked at first because I'm like, who is actually on this Memphis roster and actually playing? But no, out there at the moment, Scottie Pippen Jr., Ryan Rupert, who I think just got signed, Taylor Hendricks, Jalen Wells, and Walter Clayton Jr. Oh, man. What a funny time this is in the NBA. When teams are clearly starting to start the tank battle. As speaking of Taylor Hendricks, he hits that shot there to tie this one up. Like, it's always around post-All-Star break when you can tell which teams are starting to tank, like, aggressively. 3-second defensive violation there. I was going to say defensive foul. 3-second defensive violation. So, free throw plus ball here for the Warriors. But yeah, like I was saying, you can really start to tell which teams are actively starting to tank as much as possible. For example, hang on, we'll see what happens here for the Gee free throw. Come on, Gee. There we go. So a free point there for the Warriors. We take them as they come. But yeah, like I was saying, the Kings signing Killian Hayes, nicknamed the Tank Commander. Like, Sacramento might as well just say, hey, we are trying to get AJ or a Cameron Boozer or a Darren Peterson. Hang on, maybe Leons has just subbed in the first quarter as Quinton Post, who also has just come in, hits the little floater there. So, man, these lineups at the moment for both teams, pretty wacky. So you've got Pat Spencer, Will Richard, Guy Santos, Mavy Leons, and Quinton Post. I never thought these five would be on the floor together, let alone in the first quarter. Scottie Pippen Jr. hits the fadeaway. Memphis sticking with us. Memphis shooting the ball well. Same with the Warriors, all things considered. Will Richard has nowhere to go. Goes back to Pat Spencer. He drives in. Kick out to Quinton Post. And the corner three is good. From QP. QP for three. Alright, Walter Clayton Jr. came across in that Jared Jackson Jr. trade. Same with Taylor Hendricks. He flips it up and one. Good play there from the two former Jazz players. Alright. Memphis will be happy with that. Trying to get some value out of that Jaren trade. As Hendricks converts the and one. So now it is a 1 point game. So it's been pretty high scoring considering who's out there on the court. Like, we've got two-way players out there on the court already. Like, that should just tell you what's going to occur tonight. As Pat Spencer. Both the Spencer brothers out there at the moment. Come on, will Cam get it here? He will. Cam Spencer now. Oh, Cam v Pat! The brothers guarding each other. Oh, Cam gives it off and gets the assist there. Oh, good play there. Good play there from Cam Spencer to find Ryan Rupert, who's on that 10-day contract. I think he's on a 10-day contract or a two-way. Nothing guaranteed at the moment, so he'll be looking to earn himself a roster spot late in the year as Pippen Jr. misses the three. Rebound from Guy. But yeah, that was a fun little moment there. Cam Spencer backing down Pat and it makes the good read. Oh, here we go. Now Pat on Cam, but Pat gives it off. And that's going to be a wide open three for Will Richard. And he connects there on that high arcing three. Man, when Will Richard is knocking down threes, it is so satisfying to watch. His jump shot is so smooth when it goes in. But both teams shooting it well. Warriors at 60+%, Memphis 50+%. So it's been entertaining as maybe Leons gets the offensive rebound and he'll be fouled in the process. And that's going to be a timeout. And you'll have to excuse me. I am still very unwell. Alright. Apologise for that, but I'm just going to be blowing my nose during the timeout. And I don't think anyone wants to hear or see that. But look, that was the give. If I wanted to stream the game, I was going to have to do this during the breaks. Otherwise, I'm going to sound like Herbert the Frog with the congestion in my nose. Alright, but that's enough on that. I don't know why I was going in depth on that. But look, getting back to this pretty enjoyable ball game so far. I've just been happy with the shooting of both teams in general. Like the Warriors, 61% and 50% from three. Memphis, 50% from the field and 25% from three. And like I said, considering all the guys that are out tonight, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I thought Draymond was going to play tonight, but no, I'm just reading into that. So he did play yesterday, but isn't playing tonight. He was okay yesterday. Wasn't great, but Had 11 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Didn't shoot the ball great, but wasn't bad at all. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people saying, is it time to finally move on from Draymond? Like, is this team actually better without Draymond? But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's times where I certainly feel like the Warriors are better without Draymond, but then there's also times where I certainly feel like the Warriors aren't better without Draymond. So I guess just the thing that is always the case for me, it's a one word, inconsistency. And I feel like that's always been the case for Draymond. He's always either just absolutely balling out or just making chaos within the team. There's no in-between. Like, we don't ever just get, nowadays, just good, consistent Draymond patches where he's playing good team basketball, not complaining or anything like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll save all that talk for the off-season. Obviously, now he can't go anywhere. But, yeah, I'm sure that'll get brought back up in the off-season.
You're just trying to keep your attitude positive as a team. You know what it is. You're dealing with it together. And the Warriors have experienced something similar.
All right, so here we go. 2:28 remaining in this first quarter. Pajemski into post. So still the same lineup out there for the Warriors. Only difference. Actually, no, Memphis haven't made any changes either. As knocked away there. Scottie Pippen Jr. in transition. Off to Cam Spencer. Oh, what a pass to Taylor Hendricks. But the Warriors defense holding up here. Now Cam's going to have to throw up a three and he'll miss. And Pajemski, the offensive and defensive rebounding machine, pulls up with another rebound there. Richard off to Pods. Step back three. Air balls, but maybe Leon's. Right underneath the rim, just catches the Pods air ball and throws it right back up. As, that's going to be a foul there. So Memphis in the bonus, but it doesn't matter. It was a shooting foul anyways on post. And Ryan Rupert, obviously on that 10-day deal, looking all right so far here early. Obviously, former Blazer player, I think he was. But yeah, like I said before, it's a fun time of the year where you see all these like niche role players get back into the league. And he hits the first one there. But the Warriors have still got one more roster spot. And it's going to be filled by the end of... Is it this week? Yeah, it's going to be filled by the end of this week. March 1st, roster's got to be fully complete. So we actually should get some more off-court news soon as well with who the Warriors are going to sign with that 14th roster spot. You know, I think it should be Lonzo Ball, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't really think there's much more variety out there unless you want to just get a center of any capacity. As Pajemski just glides to the rim there. Broke past 3 defenders, went straight down the lane and just got an easy layup. Good work from Pods. But yeah, I think Lonzo Ball makes the most sense as Cam Spencer. Whew. Deep 3 there. He's got some swagger tonight, Cam. He's looking to attack. Looking to get some revenge. Obviously, in the first 2 matchups between the Spencer bros, the Warriors have come out on top twice. So, yeah, Cam looking to try and put it to 2-1 on the year for the Spencer bros battle. As Will Richard, nice cut to the rim, nice pass from Pods. I will say Brandon Pajemski's been good here in this first quarter. Hit a deep 3 early on. Drove to the rim just there before. A couple rebounds, some nice reads. As Prosper misses, Horford with the rebound. So 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Dubs. Pajemski gets past Rupert. And that's going to be a travel or a foul. Is that going to be a travel? It's either a travel because Pajemski just stopped and then just started walking, but I don't know. Did they call a travel or did they call a foul? It could go either way. That's a foul! There's no way that doesn't get called a foul.
Call this on me, it is on me. Unfortunately. Yeah, he thought he was fouled on the drive before that collision. That was correct.
Okay, so, alright. It's going to be called a travel. So Memphis ball here with 24.
12 in the first quarter, New Orleans.
So about a 5-6 second difference between game and shot clock here for Memphis. Walter Clayton Jr. to Max Prosper misses. 10 seconds here for the Warriors. Spencer now with 9, with 8, with 7. Horford a 3, with 3, 2, 1. And that's going to be off the top of the backboard out of bounds. So Memphis will actually get probably about 3 seconds here. Alright, so a few defensive substitutions for the Warriors. Maybe Leons comes back in. As Spencer will sit down. So 3.1 here for Memphis. GG Jackson with 1 from half court. And he banks it in! GG Jackson from half court. And that is really going to hurt the Warriors. Oh, man. What a shot from GG. With 3 seconds left, was able to get himself enough space to hoist that one up. And that's disappointing though, because the Warriors had a 2-possession lead, and now a late shot like that you really don't want to give up puts it back to a 1-possession lead, 3 points. But look, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I thought that was a really good start to the game for the Warriors. Shooting the ball at still 61%, 41% from deep. But Memphis have been right there too. They're shooting 46% from the field and 34% from deep. Both teams haven't turned the ball over too much. Like, both teams have been playing pretty damn well, all things considered. Richard was definitely the highlight in the first quarter for the Warriors, though. 8 points, 2 threes. Yeah, he was really good. I thought Gary was alright as well. I thought Pajemski was also pretty good. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Spencer was also pretty good. 4 points, 3 assists, and a block. A nice block too. I thought when Quinton came on, he was alright. Gee, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Who else? Al, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Like, everyone who's come on has made a pretty solid impact. There hasn't been like one kind of standout breakaway player in the first quarter for the Warriors. It's kind of just been like all-round consistent play from everyone, and I love that. I think that's actually better in a game like this. Everyone just doing little bits and pieces. And I noticed in that Denver game, that was kind of what transpired. Everyone, put in a little bit of work, and, it was ultimately able to all add up, and the Warriors were able to take down a pretty good Denver team. So it seems like that's the recipe. Trying to get everyone involved, trying to get everyone to do a specific role, and just hope that it's enough to scrape together a few wins. And then for Memphis, Ty Jerome, 5 points. GG Jackson with 7. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 5. Hendricks with 5. But yeah, good start to this game. Sarah, I hope you're doing well. How's it going? I've been better. You can probably semi-hear it in my voice. I am getting better, but I've been incredibly sick in recent times. That's why I didn't stream the last 2 games. But yeah, I've been just so unwell at the moment. But yeah, trying to get through it. Mystery Goat says, what a lucky buzzer beater 3 by the trash Grizzlies to end the first quarter. Nah, look, Memphis have been alright. Both teams have been pretty good. We'll see what happens here in this second quarter. As that's going to be a travel. Alright, so travel on the first play there for GG Jackson. So it's going to be a turnover first play here for Memphis. That's a great start to the quarter for the Warriors. Obviously, Pajemski got called on that travel at the end of the first. So good for us to get one going in our favor. Alright, so first offensive possession here in the second for the Warriors. And it'll be Moody with the corner 3. And it'll be Moody connecting. So there we go. We redeem ourselves after we gave up that half-court buzzer beater at the end of the first. And now we're back out to that 6-point lead we had. Prosper, out to Cam. Cam Spencer on Pajemski. They're trying to get the switch. Not able to do so. So Jerome with 3. With 2. Throws it up. And a late shot clock foul there. So that's unfortunate. So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Memphis. That's unfortunate. Those fouls are really annoying because we played great defense for the first 22 seconds of that shot clock, and then the final 2 seconds we give up a pretty silly foul there. Like, it was pretty obvious that Jerome was going to try and flop for a call, but yeah, Pat Spencer just took the bait there. Hits the first one, does Jerome. As Jerome hits both. So 33-37 here. Erica Johnson, welcome in. As Spencer, going to give it up to Pajemski here. Pods with Jerome on him. Looking for a high screen is Pajemski. Now looking for a roller. Doesn't have it. So we have to give it off to Gary. Back to Pajemski. Pajemski with 2. Pajemski with 1. To the rim. Floats it up and misses. Although it looks like it's going to be a late foul call there. I don't think it's actually a shooting foul there. Is it a foul on the rebound? No, I think that actually might be a shooting foul. No, it's not. Okay, it's a foul on the rebound. All right. Either way, Warriors ball here. Fresh 24. Pajemski out to Gary. Step back 3. Misses. Look, man, Gary's been shooting those threes lights out in recent times. But, yeah, tonight I think he's 1 of 4 from downtown. But, hey, I like Gary taking those shots. I want to see a couple of guys for the Warriors be really aggressive on the perimeter. Let Memphis know we're not afraid to shoot. Try and spread the floor open. As when you do that, you get easy points in the paint like that for Gary. Like I was saying, when you can kind of show Memphis you're not afraid to shoot, even without Steph, Porzingis, Jimmy, Dre, you know, you spread it out, make Memphis kind of actually have to guard you around the perimeter, and then you get more space inside. And obviously the easiest way to score is always right around the rim. Horford, wide open 3. Gets the friendly roll. This is what I'm talking about. We're now up by 9. Show Memphis we're not afraid to shoot. Because then they either have to commit to going inside, and that's a block by Horford! Because then Memphis either have to commit to put numbers inside the paint to stop us, which then gives us open 3s, like we just saw there for Horford, or they have to put numbers out the perimeter, which gives guys, you know, an opportunity to cut inside with or without the ball for easy shots around the rim. And it works well when Steph's out there, but when he's not, that's what we've really struggled with. Because look at it now, Memphis have got 3-4 guys around the perimeter, so there should be some space inside for the Warriors here. Yep, Pajemski will use it, he'll throw it up, and he'll be fouled. This is what I'm talking about. Get me in there as an assistant coach. I'll draw up some X's and some O's and get this team back into the playoffs. But no, obviously, everything I'm saying is kind of just common knowledge, but sometimes that's the biggest problem for the Warriors. They sometimes just struggle with the basics. But Erica Johnson, I don't know if we're in that chat or not, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. As we will get a timeout here. Memphis up by... Memphis down by 9. I got distracted. I'm on Instagram, and look what I saw. First thing I see on Instagram. Like, why? Man, JK looks good in a Hawks uniform too. I can't even lie. He played really, really damn well. And look at the comment from Gary. He commented a GIF saying freedom. Bro, even the Dubs players know that, bro, he was basically trapped on our team, man. Like, this is the type of player we need right now. A Jonathan Kuminga in a game like this. Someone who can just break away in transition, drive inside. Oh my god, bro. Oh, man. You'll see it in my video soon. I think I said it before. I'm making a video on how the Warriors have destroyed their young core. Something I've said for a while now I wanted to make a video on. So, obviously I've been sick. So, yeah, it's taken a little bit longer to get it out than I'd like. But, yeah, working on that at the moment, which should be good. Spent a few hours on it today after this stream. I like that this is an early slate game, though. We've had a couple of really early games in recent times. That game versus Denver was like an afternoon game. And then this one here is like an early evening game. So I don't mind it. When's our next game? Who do we have after this? Oh, I think we have the Lakers next. But, man, for the third... Actually, wait. Do we have the Lakers next? Yeah, we do. Lakers this weekend. That's just annoying. Like, once again, we're going to have another matchup with the Lakers where we don't get to see all the stars play. And we're not going to get to see one this year where we get to see LeBron, Luka, Austin v. Steph, Jimmy, and Porzingis and all that. Because obviously Jimmy's out for the year. And then earlier in the year, LeBron was out. And then Steph was out in the last game versus the Lakers. And like... man, that sucks, bro. So, I think we play the Lakers once more in like late April. So, hopefully we get to see one Steph v. LeBron matchup this regular season.
This is a cool looking pass. You can tell he needed to make the ball change directions, put that spin on it by the way he threw it. You just want to throw it out a little further. You never want a double bouncer, but that is cool. You see.
Alright, so we're back off the timeout here. Dubs are actually up by 9. They've broken away here in the first 3 minutes of this second.
Saying in the crossover, it's so great to have Al Horford a game like this where the young players are flying around.
Alright, so free throws here for Pajemski. Coming off that timeout. Hits the first. So good first half from Pods. We're now up by 10. We're now up by 10. But like I said, Pajemski's been good. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. I think him and Al Horford have been the best 2 players in the game tonight for the Warriors so far. And Richard. And Will. But yeah, definitely Pajemski, Will, and Al. I think what's so good about Al Horford in a game like this, with so many young guys out there kind of just flying around as Javonte Small scores. In a game like this, Al Horford can really stand out as a veteran with all that experience and really just be the captain of the ship tonight. Alright, so back to 9 points. Spencer. Both Spencer bros still out there. We haven't seen them directly attack each other. Richard high-arcing 3. And doesn't get the friendly bounce there. That was in, then it was out, then it was in, then it was out. Spencer. Guarded by the long Leons as Gigi will shoot the quick-fire 3 and miss. Pajemski another rebound. Pajemski, could he go for another 15 rebound performance? 3 in a row off the bench would be probably a record for a guard, I'd assume. Spencer drives, kicks it off to Mavey, in the corner now to Will Richard, and he misses back-to-back 3s. The Warriors nearly got the offensive rebound, but good work from Spencer. Similar to Pat, Cam's a hustler. Oh, here we go, Cam on Pat, but Cam gives it off straight away. And now Pat switches on to Ty Jerome, so we're not going to see those two directly attack each other once again here. That's going to be good defense from the Warriors. Another rebound for Pajemski. Welcome, play this guy. Hope you're doing well. Horford a long 3, and hits it. Man, Uncle Al playing good. I want to see Al out there healthy with Steph because we haven't really seen that this year too much. I think the best game of like healthy Horford and Steph was probably against Denver as our Cam Spencer gets to the rim. They play so much like each other. It's so fun to watch as Horford actually gets blocked there. Although, good offensive rebound and 1 for Will Richard. How about that from the rookie out of Florida? Showing that championship experience is the young fella. But yeah, like I was saying, the two Spencer bros, man, they are identical in the way they play. Also as well, maybe Leon's, the two-way guy for the Warriors at the moment, playing really well. He hasn't really been like scoring, but I felt like he's been a real presence on the glass. I think he's up to 4 or 5 rebounds now as Richard does hit the freebie. So yeah, he's looking good. If we can get a bit of production out of him, doesn't need a score. Oh my god, Gigi Jackson gets his own rebound and throws it right back in. over 2 Warriors defenders there. But if we can get a little bit of production out of maybe just, 5-6 rebounds, just some solid defense, I'd be happy. Like, he's not really a center, but he's kind of more of like a 4. But yeah, if he could just play some like 4 or 5 minutes, I'll be happy. Maybe even give him that last roster spot if he looks up to it. And that's going to be a steal from Quinton, although he loses it on the ground. But Gee comes to save it. And now Will Richard is open if he wants the shot. He does it. Gives it off to Gee, who's been quiet in this first half, but he'll catch on fire quickly. Quinton post. Oh, 4-point play! Quinton post. How about that? Got fouled on the 3, but his shot is so high arcing that even with the contact, he was still able to get enough power on it. A rare 4-point play. How about that? I was saying it before that if the Warriors can show Memphis we can stretch the floor, it's going to become so much easier. Oh, he misses the 4-point play free throw there. That's disappointing. But yeah, if we can show Memphis we can stretch the floor, it'll space things out for the Warriors so much more, which just creates so many wide open looks inside and outside of the perimeter. And we've done that here in this second quarter. We've absolutely put on an avalanche here in this second quarter. I think it's 20... Oh, maybe a quarter 3! I was just talking about him as well. That if he's going to keep playing like this, maybe you give him that last roster spot. I think he's got 5 points, 5 rebounds here. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been a dominant quarter for the Warriors here. It's 22-8 in this second, and we've now got a 17-point lead, just like that. This has been awesome, chat. How are we feeling? I've been really happy with the production of everyone tonight. I don't think there's been anyone I've been like really disappointed with. There's guys that I've got a little bit more out of, like a Moses Moody and a Guy Santos, but I don't think they've been like subjectively bad. Walter Clayton Jr. throws it up, misses. Maybe with his 6th rebound of the night so far. How about this for Maybe? Maybe a little double-double on the cards. And I can see him moving with more confidence too. Here he is again. Oh, he couldn't get it that time. Maybe almost with another tip in there as Scottie Pippen Jr. nearly lost the ball there. But I love that for Maybe. You can see he's running with a bit of confidence and he gets a steal there. Does Maybe Leon's corner 3 for Richard. Doesn't want it. One more to Quinton. He misses Maybe with another offensive rebound. And an assist thanks to the Pat Spencer 3. Maybe Leon's doing everything out there. Looking like a young, I guess almost Draymond Green in a way. So Maybe now 5 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. And of course Steve Kerr puts him on the bench. Oh, of course Steve Kerr puts him on the bench. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? That's alright. Gary Payton, steal, transition, throws it down. Warriors up by 22. How good is this, chat? Oh, man. This is just enjoying. This is enjoying. What's that? That's terrible language there. This is enjoyable. That's what I'm trying to say. Far out. I'm blaming my sickness on my lack of coherency in this stream at points. But yeah, we'll take this, bro. This quarter, it's nearly been a 20-point swing for the Warriors. It's 27-8 here in this quarter. So a 19-point advantage for the Dubs. And we will take that. We will take that. I think what did Jimmy just post? Oh. One thing I love about Jimmy, obviously this year, every single game he's made a post. And even when we lose and he's out, like he still drops a post. I love that. Shows support for the team. I can't wait to have him back next year. Man, if we could get Kawhi Leonard, I know it's like, feels like half the time for the Warriors at the moment this season. We're just dreaming about who we can get to make this team better. But if we could get Kawhi Leonard somehow, that would be awesome. Like, if we could bring Kristaps back in on a cheap deal, and somehow get Kawhi Leonard, that would be awesome. Now, apparently there's a chance that, like, because of all that shady, like, behind-the-scenes negotiating between the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, apparently there's a world where... What I was going to say is apparently there's a world where Kawhi Leonard could become a free agent this offseason, even though I think he has a little bit of time left on that contract. Yeah, he's got 2 more seasons. Oh, no, sorry, this season and next season. So, yeah, these next 2 years he's under contract. But apparently there's a chance that because of what's going on behind the scenes with the shady negotiating between the Clippers and Kawhi, that apparently he could become a free agent this offseason. The NBA might have that as like the punishment for the Clippers. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, so if Kawhi hits the free agency market this offseason, I'd definitely be intrigued in him. But what I honestly think will happen, I think we'll get LeBron. So originally I thought LeBron would 100% go back to Cleveland. But it almost doesn't make sense now with James Harden coming in. Because I thought before James Harden, 100%, they'll get LeBron James. They'll clear up a little bit of cap. They'll get LeBron. It makes sense. But now with James Harden, I don't know if they can make that work. Unless LeBron is actually just willing to take literal peanuts as his final contract. Oh, that's an airball from Walter Clayton Jr. He's been pretty bad tonight, Walter Clayton Jr. Yeah, he's 0-4. So what a quarter it's been for the Warriors, like we just said. 6-10 from deep in this quarter to Memphis 0-3 as Guy Santos spin move. Dish off to Quinton Post, but he loses the ball, but Ryan Rupert lets it roll out of bounds. So last touch by him, Warriors ball. We got lucky there. That was almost a very sloppy turnover from Quinton. We do only have 6 seconds to work with here, though. So Pods, quick pass into Quinton. Pods, deep corner 3, misses. But Quinton gets the offensive rebound, and then that'll be a foul there on the rebound attempt. Still going to be Warriors ball, though, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I've loved that tonight, the offensive rebounding from the Warriors. Obviously, coming up against a small ball Memphis team, you know, we should be grabbing a few, but I thought we've done a really good job of that tonight. Alright, so actually the Warriors are in the bonus. I didn't even realize. So it was a foul on the rebound attempt, but it's going to result in some Quinton free throws. We'll take that. Hey, if we can get this out to... Oh, okay, we've got a Jack in the Box ad. I will be trying Jack in the Box when I go to San Francisco in a few weeks. I think I saw it. I don't know if it was a Jack in the Box, but I think it was. I think there's a Jack in the Box near my hotel that I'm staying at. To anyone who doesn't know, I am this is a 13-0 run here for the Warriors. I'm a Melbourne, Australia Warriors fan. But yeah, I'm flying over to San Francisco as... Good shot there from Hendricks. I'm flying over to San Francisco in late March, early April to go watch some games. So that'll all be vlogged and posted on the channel. So if you want to see that, definitely make sure to subscribe. Podziemski to the rim and scores. So I said it before in the stream how in these past couple of games, Podziemski's been almost unplayable in the first half and then really, really good in the second half. But tonight, I feel like he's been really good in the first half. So we'll see if he can keep it up in the second half or whether we get like the opposite of the past couple of games. Tonight is like really good in the first half but not so good in the second half. We'll see. Turnover there. Yeah, I would love to see a full all-round game from Pods. It'd be awesome. As that's going to be a miss there for Pippen Jr. As Quinton Post, who's coming off the bench here and has given us 10 points, 2 rebounds and a block. He's looked good in his little spurts here. Speaking of Quinton Post, misses that one, and Hendricks with the long rebound. Memphis here with 3 minutes, trying to bring this one back in as close as possible. It's turning into a blowout all of a sudden. Warriors have put up 65 points, and you compare that to what they did in the first half via the Pelicans yesterday. Very impressive. And I actually keep forgetting as Pajemski gets his 6th rebound of the half. I actually keep forgetting the Warriors. This is the second night of a back-to-back as Gee hits the 3. So that makes this first half actually so much more impressive. I keep forgetting we literally played the Pelicans yesterday. But yeah, we've definitely touched up on that shooting. That was probably our biggest kind of weakness last night. We just could not hit open shots and we were just making it harder for ourselves than it needed to be. Like, we should have won that game yesterday, but we just did not capitalize on our opportunities. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was falling in and out of sleep during that game. That was, like, the peak of my sickness. I was actually going to stream the game, but I could not get up for it. So I'm happy to, stream this one because, tonight's definitely been a much better all-round performance of the Warriors compared to the game at the Smoothie King Center yesterday. Alright, first free throw is good. Couple of Warriors fans in the building tonight. Pretty empty Memphis crowd, but still some fans in the building. Alright, so we're going to get a timeout here. Alright, so 2:11 left here in this first half. Warriors up 68-45. Let's have a look at how some of the other games are going at the moment in the league. They're not playing the gritty, are they? Right foot creep, yeah, we'll go with a heat. So having a look at some of the other scores at the moment. Oh! Despite no SGA, Thunder v Pistons is a really good game. Detroit up by 1. They've just got on a 17-5 run. That should just tell you how good OKC is. Like, despite having the Caruso, Hartenstein, SGA, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell. What? They're still competing? Bro, I'm telling you, OKC are winning the chip again this year. If it's not the Warriors, which, let's be real, it's probably not going to be the Warriors. We can still hope, but in the very likely scenario where it's not the Warriors, as he misses the second free throw, I can't see OKC getting beat. I know they've shown cracks at points in this season. Maybe the Spurs can take them down, but what separates OKC to every other team in the league, their depth is, like, out of this world. As Moses misses the 3. Like, OKC genuinely have, like, 12 playable guys on any given night, which is wild. I can't believe they're actually competing with Detroit. And, wait, is Jalen Duren still out with suspension? No, Jalen Duren's back as well. So it's the full, as that's a deep 3 there from Gigi. Finally gets it back to 20 points. But, yeah, so it's basically a fully healthy Detroit team. That's scary days, man. Pajemski. That's going to be deflected away by Hendricks. He nearly loses the ball in transition. Gives the Warriors time to get back on defense, but it doesn't matter. Guy Santos just got dunked on. Alley-oop there for G.G. Jackson. He's been good tonight. He's been really good. Come on, let's respond here. Let's respond. Moody corner 3. Cashes it in. Moses says, don't dunk on my teammate, otherwise I'm going to do that to you. But yeah, GG's been really good. I want to see what he's up to here. 14 points. Yeah, I thought he was having himself a really good night. I've noticed him a lot. He's been really good. Both ends of the court as well. He had that block earlier in the game on Al Horford from behind. Pajemski, Moody, another corner 3. And he'll be fouled. So that's going to be 3 free throws here at the line for Moses Moody. So this could be a little 6-0 Moses Moody run to put the Warriors potentially up by 24 heading into the half. Now, we could also get a 2-for-1 if we play our cards right here. Alright, so some free throws for Moses. And I said before, Moses, I wanted a little bit more out of him in the remainder of this game. And right about here, he's picked it up. So I'm happy with that. Alright, so 22-point margin. I can't believe this. I thought we should win this game, but I wasn't... I thought it would kind of be like a bit of a scrappy, low-scoring game where we just get it done. But at this rate, we're probably going to win by 15, 20 points here, which is awesome. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's fully over yet. I'm sure Memphis will have a patch where they make it interesting. But I'm going to be honest. With the way we've been playing, I think we are in a very good position here to get a pretty comfortable win. Which is good because if we can get, you know, these top guys, you know, Moses, Al, Gee, you know, some rest on the second night of a back-to-back, you know, that'd be great. You know, let Quinton, let Pat, let, you know, maybe these type of guys just get some late minutes. Oh, Ty Jerome. That's a big, big three there. Puts it back to 21. Here we go. Will Richard. Shot clock off here. 5, 4, 3. Horford 2. Richard 1 to beat the buzzer. Rattles out. And that is going to be your first half. Golden State jump out the blocks in this game. 74 to 53. A 21-point swing for the Dubs. And they now find themselves in the box seat to get a very important win on the second night of a back-to-back on the road. Before we, I think, head back home to play the Lakers, I'm sure we're probably due for a Warriors-Lakers game at the Chase Center. So, yeah, if we can pinch a win here, that'd be great. That'd be great. Alright, so it is halftime. We'll be back in a second. I'm just going to quickly grab a drink and whatnot. Yeah, so just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Probably have some cold and flu tablets as well. A little bit of OJ, orange juice to get me through this second half. But yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. If there's anything you want to put in the live chat for me to come back to, feel free to do so. And yeah, we'll chat about a few things at the half time break.
Give us a thought, you and Malify. You guys were buddies in your younger years and to be on the same court together.
No, 100%. It's really cool, you know, for Dutch basketball history, for us to be in the court together. And then I've known Mel since I was 13, something like that. And we played together in Amsterdam at Apollo. So really cool to share the court in with him.
Hey, thanks for stopping. We appreciate it. Great first half.
All right, thank you, guys.
That is Quentin Post with us at the break. The Warriors with a 21-point lead. They want to split this back-to-back, come home with the W. Fonte Festus Mully, halftime live, is on the way.
C is a palm near New South Wales. Oh, hence the V. Greatest female paddler ever raised in Penrith. A is the birthplace of the Lamington. Answer D is the biggest sand island in the world.
Red Bull gives you wings. Booking.com has all kinds of stays. A laid-back beach house is right for some, not right for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com.
Alright, so as promised, only away for a couple of minutes. We got ages though. The halftime break feels like it goes for so long. I mean, the guys need the rest. They've earned it. They've been great in this first half. But I hate the 20-minute breaks on stream. Especially when there's not, like, too much, like, craziness to talk about. But I guess we'll have a look at all the games that are going on today. We just spoke about Thunder v Pistons. Pistons up by 6. I mean, they should be winning this game. I can't believe OKC are in it. Asian Duke Dennis. Jalen Williams with 16 points, 6 rebounds. He kind of nice though. I ain't even gonna lie. I've watched a couple of his highlights this season. I think I watched the game. I think it was maybe against like San Antonio where he dropped like 20 or like 22 or something like that. Yeah, he's nice. Like, bro, on any other team, if he was getting like on the bro, that's like a player like this is who the Warriors should be going after. And I know like his value would probably be more than what his stats says, simply because of the culture he helps bring to OKC. Like, everyone loves him there. He's always smiling, positive vibes. But if we could pinch a player like that, man, he would almost even start for the Warriors. I guarantee you, it would get to the halfway point of the year, and he would start for the Warriors. He could average like a 12 and like 8 for the Warriors. I guarantee you. These are the type of players we should be going after, in my opinion. And he's still young too, so he'd be nice. Casey Wallace has got 12. Like, those are the types of players the Warriors need. What's Jared got? Oh, not a good game for Jared. Oof. 0-4. Damn. But yeah, so SGA, how many games has he missed now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's missed 9 games now, SGA. So he might also be very close to being ineligible for the MVP. So if there's no Jokic and no SGA for the MVP race, those two guys are the best 2 players in the league, who's going to win the MVP? So I think that would probably mean it would be Luka, Cade, or Jaylen Brown. Like, that would be the 3 players in my mind that should win it if it's not Jokic or SGA. Now, I think it should be either Jokic or SGA. They're the best 2 players in the league, without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. But yeah, this new 65-game rule, I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. Like, maybe for like awards, like the MVP, it should be 65 games. But like, there needs, like, not every award / accolade should be 65 games, in my opinion. Like, all NBA teams, maybe all NBA first team should be like 65 games, and then second team it should be like 60, and then third team like 55 games. Because you mean to tell me we're going to go back 10 years from now, look with this 65-game rule, and look at this season and say Jokic wasn't an All-NBA player, SGA wasn't an All-NBA player? That's an absolute joke, in my opinion. So, look, maybe for the MVP, it should be, hey, if you've got to be the most valuable player, you've got to be out there on the court. So it's going to be 65 games. You've got to play majority of the season. But for like I said, for All-NBA, I don't think like the All-NBA third team, you need to be playing 65 games. Like, if you want to have it where it's like the first team, you've got to play 65 games, that's fine. And then the second team, 60. But like, Jokic should be on the third team, worst case scenario. But you mean to tell me a historic season like this is just going to go down for nothing? That's crazy. And then like Wemby's the best defender in the league without a shadow of a doubt. And he's not going to win DPOY once again. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, Curry's not going to be All-NBA this year. He's not going to play 65. I think he's already missed the threshold because of this stretch that he's been out for. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Like, 65-game rule, do you like it or do you not like it? I personally don't like it. I think there should be certain, like, games played rules around things like the MVP and stuff like that. But I don't think it should just be 65 games for everything. Like, maybe just the MVP is 65 games, and then other awards make it 60 games, and then, like, all NBA teams make it 55 games or something like that. I don't know. I personally just wouldn't have everything being 65 games. I think that's a bit too over the top. Like, how many games is that missing? So that's 570, so 50. You can only miss 16 games. Like, that's just one, like, bad injury, and that's it. Your hopes at an award over. Like, that's like a 1 month injury and you're done. Which is crazy to me. Because, like, you mean to tell me, let's just say 1 year, like, Wemby just goes ballistic, but he has, like, a knee injury that keeps him out for, like, most of February. But the rest of the season, he's averaging 34 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks, a steal, and the Spurs are, like, the best team in the NBA. But he has a 1 month injury, and he's not the MVP. Like, I don't know. We'll stop yapping about that. But getting back to what my original question was, who do I think will be the MVP if it doesn't end up being SGA and Jokic? So you got Luka. I don't think it should be Luka, in my opinion. I don't think the Lakers have been good enough. And I also don't think Luka's been that great this year, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying he's been bad, but I love Luka. I'm a massive Luka guy. I was so happy when I got to see him play live, but I think this year Luka has been unwatchable at times. The amount of complaining, flopping, arguing with the refs, it's unwatchable at times. And it actually, like, really hurts the Lakers when he's doing that. Now, I remember a point where when he was on the Mavericks, he was doing this exact same thing. And eventually they got him out of that. But this year, the whining is, like, at an all-time high from Luka. And it is just annoying. Like, what I find crazy is, like, SGA gets all this hate for flopping and whatnot. But Luka is worse. Luka, like, flops the same amount as SGA. But Luka complains, where SGA, at least he doesn't, like, mope around and complain when he doesn't get the call. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't think Luka's been that great this year. I don't think he's really contributed to that much winning basketball. Like, the stats and all that are always going to be good with Luka, but I just don't feel like his impact has been that good this year. And I think if you want to get Luka back to being that guy of the Mavericks that he was in 2024, I think you need to let LeBron leave, and try and just get as much cap as possible and build this team around Luka with Austin Reeves trying to be like that Kyrie Irving prototype player. I'm not saying Austin Reeves is anywhere near as good as Kyrie, but you can make do with it. Have Austin play the Kyrie Irving role, be that second option, give you 20 points a night, and on a night where Luka isn't playing well, he'll give you 30, and then just get 3-and-D wing guys around him, get some good defensive-minded centers, and then you're flying. But if the Lakers bring back LeBron next season, they're stupid. And that's nothing against LeBron. I actually think LeBron will be a Golden State Warrior next year. I might make a video on it soon. I think, yeah, it makes sense now. But, yeah, I just don't think the Lakers, for where they're at right now, should be bringing back LeBron. I don't know, that's crazy to say because he, like, is the greatest or second greatest player of all time. Depends how you view it. And just letting him walk for nothing sounds pretty silly. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think you've got to take a risk and you've got to just put it around Luka. But yeah, so I don't think Luka should be the MVP. Like, out of all the years for Luka to get MVP, it should not be this year. And it would suck if it was this year because, yeah, I don't know. But Jaylen Brown, I think he's very much deserving of it. He's been elite this year. Tatum goes down and Jaylen steps up and shows that, hey, this isn't just Jason's team. This is also my team. It's 1A, 1B, and this year has certainly proved that. A good, efficient year, averaging 29 points. The Celtics were supposed to be in the play-in. I had the Celtics in the play-in, but they're still the same old Celtics. They're the 3 seed right now. They're probably going to get home court advantage in the playoffs. And what Jalen's done this year has been very impressive. And I think in terms of the most valuable player, he's been right up there. And then same thing for Cade Cunningham. This Pistons team was like, 2-26 at one point 2 years ago. And look at them now. They've got the best record in the East. They might finish with the best record in the NBA. It's incredible. Good numbers. Has had some crazy performances. But yeah, my money would probably be on Cade. I think Cade makes the most sense. Best team in the East. Could end up being the best team in the NBA for the year. You know, good all-round numbers. Impacts the game in a variety of ways. Not a bad defender. I like him. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm very interested to watch how the MVP and / all the other awards play out this year. All right. Just having a look. All right, just give me 1 second. Yeah, hopefully by the weekend, for the Lakers stream, I won't be sick at all because, yeah, every 5 minutes I blow my nose and it's so annoying. But yeah, hopefully by then we'll be, hopefully the actual guys out there on the court be healthy and ready to go. So who should be returning for that game versus the Lakers? So Seth and Steph won't play in that game. I'd almost be certain of it. Draymond should play. Porzingis should play, and Melton should play. So the only guys that should be on the injury report for that game should be Steph, Seth, Jimmy. Yeah, Steph, Seth, and Jimmy. That should be it. We should get those other 3 guys, Draymond, Porzingis, and Melton, all back. All right. So we are about to get back underway here.
1-3, and yet it started because they went inside first. That was the difference. They got it done the right way.
So I'm actually just reading something. I reckon All-Star Weekend, hang on, quickly before we get underway. I reckon All-Star Weekend actually might be nice next year. So Steph, Clay, Damian Lillard, all the best shooters in the league, probably going to participate in the three-point contest. And then hopefully next year, same format for the All-Star game, but hopefully just all the stars are available. Get Steph in. Jokic, Jokic ended up playing. Steph in, SGA in, all these guys are injured for the All-Star game this year, back in and playing. And then I also just read this here. Matt Ishbia offered to pay $1 million prize to the winners of the 2027 Slam Dunk Contest. So that should mean that some players, because especially guys that don't have the greatest contracts, should be interested in going all out on the dunk contest. And I would assume Mac McClung would participate next year. $1 million just to do what he does on a daily basis. Why not?
Take your time, size him up, jab step. You're gonna get some help.
All right.
Here.
But yeah, hopefully All-Star Weekend is back on the come up, because it's
just the way it goes.
a fun time of the year that unfortunately just has been degrading in recent years.
The way it goes. Now we're gonna get a cut. Freeze it here. Look at Will Richard cutting. Walter Clay Jr. is looking down at the ball. He does not see his man right behind him. Get a cut. Warriors are cutting all over the place. Put on a cutting.
So 10 years ago, in 2 days' time, was the famous Curry game. Curry, do we have a timeout? Decided not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! 10 years ago, almost, that game happened. And they're dropping a documentary on it. That's pretty cool, man. I'll definitely have to watch that. Alright, so here we go. Second half. About to get underway. Let's just close this out. We've got a massive gap on the Grizzlies, and let's make sure it stays that way. Up by 21. We don't have to do anything crazy. We just can't completely drop off a cliff. Just play solid, have some good spurts, and we'll come away with it. Although, oh my god, Memphis already coming out on a mission here. GG Jackson, who's up to 17 points already, hits the three out the blocks. All right, Moses now off to Pajemski. So the five for the Warriors: Pajemski, Richard, Moody, Santos, and Horford. The five from the beginning of the game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pajemski has to throw it up and gets blocked there as the shot clock expires. So Memphis come up with a big three and a stop on the first two plays. Another three for GG, and luckily that one misses, and Pajemski, battling for the rebound, is able to drag it in. Maybe a triple-double on the cards here in this first half for Pajemski. I reckon he might get it. He's pretty close already, as Will Richard, smokes the layup. Richard was in two minds there. He didn't know if he wanted to try and go for the dunk and the poster or lay it in, and kind of just got mid-air and was kind of in the process of doing both. But it ends up being a missed layup. And then at the other end, some free throws here for Wells. Although that actually might not be a shooting foul. That might be on the ground. Memphis ball side out of bounds. Yep, it will be on the ground. So Memphis' ball. Alright, so GG Jackson, who had a great start to his career. Injuries derailed it a little bit, but hey, if he can get back into some form here in this late patch of the season, he might be a real future piece for Memphis moving forward. As speaking of future piece for Memphis moving forward, Ty Jerome, nice little floater. He's averaging really 20 points on the year. He's been good these couple of games we've come up against him. Pajemski, Horford, Richard. Oh, crosses up GG Jackson! Will Richard crossed up GG on the pump fake Hezzy. He had him moving. Horford Good work to get it off to Richard there. And a stop there for the Warriors as well. Sorry, we're actually on 76 there. Moody, Pajemski, Horford, another Richard three. That time it misses. Nearly every single player touched it on that possession for the Warriors. It was like a little game of hot potato there. As Prosper misses, as Gigi comes up with an offensive rebound. This guy has been everywhere tonight. He spins and scores. Gigi Jackson. He's playing for his career at the moment, it feels like. Gigi Jackson having himself a night with 19 points and 5 rebounds. Horford, kick out Pajemski, left all alone, but somehow still misses that three. Although Moody with the NFL interception steal there, it was a deep pass from one half of the court to the other, and Moses read it there. Horford gets doubled. Memphis are doubling a 39-year-old Al Horford, and it results in another open shot for Pajemski. And this time, he cashes it in. Warriors have really, really punished Memphis from deep tonight. 14 of 30, 46%. And Pajemski only 4 dimes and 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. Memphis are getting close, man. If they go on a run here, damn, maybe my prediction of a second-half blowout might be wrong. It's actually getting pretty close here. Pajemski falls, but still gets the pass away. Now it's a deep three for Moody! And he hits Moses Moody late in that second quarter and early here, starting to heat up after a slow start. So that's helpful. That puts it back out to 19. 16 is still a pretty big... Well, it's back to 16 now. Timeout Warriors. Javon Small with that corner three. But yeah, 16 points. Although it's like... It's still a pretty big lead. In today's NBA, it's not like a blowout lead anymore. Like 16 points, like 2 quick threes, and it's back to a 10-point game, just like that. And we've seen the Warriors on the receiving end of some comebacks and also on the receiving end of choking a few times this season. All right. Yeah, let me know how we're feeling in the chat so far. It's been a good game so far for the Warriors, but I was confident heading into the half, but now I'm like, hang on a second, we might not win this by as much as I thought. All right. Just having a look at the games we'll be streaming over the next couple of weeks before I head over to San Fran. All right. Just waiting for this timeout to end here. Alright. Long time out here. 2-minute timeout it must be. We've still got a quarter and a half to go though, which feels weird. Feels like this game's gone on for a while now because of how high scoring it's been. Already nearly 150 points put up, so... Kala says, hi. Welcome in. See the Jordan Poole profile pic. Obviously took on the Pelicans yesterday. Unfortunately, didn't get to stream that game. That ended up being a 4-point loss for the Warriors. It was a disappointing game. Like, I felt like we should have won that, but just couldn't make the most of our opportunities. And yeah, Jordan played alright. Didn't play great. I think he had like, 10 points? Something like that. Yeah, he's been really in and out of the Pelicans rotation this season. I thought he was going to get brought out at one point. But yeah, I think Jordan's a free agent this offseason, so maybe a reunion. I wouldn't be against it.
raised $1.6 million. Markey Adams, a trip on the Warrior team plane, a bourbon experience with Steph Curry, and a game of horse with Steph and Seth Curry. And then if you get that experience and you're on the Warrior plane, please do not bother Kalena Azubuike.
All right, here we go. Back off the timeout. Warriors, nice little lead here, but this one's still a long way from being closed out. We've still got a lot of work to do here in this second half. We want to roll into our matchup against the Lakers, feeling good, feeling confident. Moody steps back. Deep three. Rattles out, and Pajemski almost gets another offensive rebound. Would help for his cause for a triple-double. As Hendricks, nice little bucket. It's getting a little bit closer now. Memphis just ever so slightly getting things back in their favor here. Spencer, Pajemski, Moody, Gary, and Horford the 5. Moody, spin cycle, drives by, and that's going to be an offensive foul there on Moses. Trying to drive in, kind of pushed his defender off a little bit. And the refs picked up on that one pretty quickly. So, damn, if Memphis can get a 3 here, it's only 11 points. Which is disappointing. Like, we had a really, really nice lead at one point. And I thought this one was well over. I think we're up by like 24 at like the 3-minute mark of the second. But yeah, Memphis have picked things up a little bit here. Hendricks misses the 3. Horford battles for the rebound over Ryan Rupert. All right. Spencer gets the screen from Gary. Warriors offense just struggling at the moment, although that's going to be a good shot from Gary. Was online but missed. But that's another rebound for Pajemski. Getting so much closer to that triple-double. Moody with 3, with 2, has to shoot here. Does Moses, has it on his hip, and that's going to be a shot clock violation there. Moses just lost the ball on his hip and just could not get a shot up in time.
Warriors have other things in mind. You're trying to quell this momentum. The Grizzlies are coming on strong. Actually, this month for them is their best offensive month.
All right, so we're halfway through this third, and it hasn't been a great quarter by any means for the Warriors. It's been a 7-point swing for Memphis after the 18-point swing in the second quarter for the Warriors. As that 3 there from Rupert misses. Warriors need to pick things up a little bit here. I wouldn't even mind seeing maybe Leons get back out there. He was really good and just hasn't seen the court for a little while here. Spencer misses. Yeah, Pat Spencer hasn't been a great night for him. He's been good in patches. 7 points, 5 assists, but yeah. Wouldn't mind a little bit more out of Pat here. Shot selection's been a little bit questionable at times, but we know he can catch and fire very quickly. He's got unlimited confidence. All right, so Mo going to go for a seat. Who's coming on? Who's coming on? I think it's Will. I think it's Will who's coming back on. As Walter Clayton Jr. cannot find the bottom of the net all night long. He is struggling, but some good offensive rebounding here in this third quarter for Memphis has given them a few second chance buckets, and that being the case right there as Wells got an easy one. Spencer, kick out to Will Richard, drives in, finds the cutting Santos, and he throws it up. So good play there from Gee. We really just needed a bucket, man. We're struggling as Santos gets the deflection and steal. Now in transition, off to Will Richard, off to Gary Payton. And just like that, quick little 4-0 Warriors run. Puts it back out to 16. All of Memphis' work down the drain. And a timeout here for the Grizzlies. Great work. That's what Guy Santos can do for you. Read the play. Got a nice bucket off the cut. Then got a deflection steal the next play, and then Gary ends up with an easy layup because of it. And I always say, you lose Gary Payton, you know where to find him. Right around the rim. But that's helpful because Memphis were on a run. Memphis were on a nice run there. Where'd they get it to? Yeah, they got it to 12. They got it to 12 like a minute ago. Because the Warriors hadn't scored for like 3-4 minutes there, it felt like. And then finally, we get something going. But that's the good thing about having such a lead. You know, all it takes, like I said, we didn't have to do anything crazy in this second half. But if we can just have a few good patches of ball where we're able to have like a little 5-0 run or like a little 4-0 run like this, it'll be enough to just hold them off for the majority of the game. Also, we didn't even end up going through all the other games. We spoke about the MVP race for too long. Bucks-Cavs is a close one. Rockets-Kings is a blowout. Who's playing for the Kings? God. Man, they are struggling. Killian Hayes has actually scored a bucket. I cannot believe Killian Hayes is back in the NBA. What a weird timeline we are living in. What else? Celtics, Nuggets won't start till this one finishes, and then Spurs, Raptors is close, and then Pistons, Thunder turn to a little bit of a blowout here. Pistons starting to get on top. All right, so we got 4:49 left here in this third. All right.
Because of the scheduling quirk, the Washington Capitals faced the Rochester Royals the day before, which made October 31st the day history was made. Earl Lloyd became the very first African American to appear in an NBA game. Lloyd scored 6 points, and true to his nature, he grabbed 10 rebounds. But the Caps lost 78-70. No three-pointers, remember?
All right.
Many aspects of the league are written by Black history, shaped by Black players, coaches, employees, broadcasters.
Here we go. 4 minutes left in this pretty, all things considered, entertaining game. I've been pretty happy with this game so far. As that's going to be a 3 for Pippen Jr. And Quinton will come in with the rebound. I've liked his production off the bench tonight, Quinton Post. GP2 doing a little bit of ball handling here. Gives it off to Spencer eventually. Hey, I don't mind that. Little Gary ball handling. Let him run the flow. I ain't mind that. Spencer, screen. Has nowhere to go. Richard, Quinton a deep 3 with 1. And he misses. That was a bit of a rush shot there from Quinton. Didn't really have an option though. As Pippen Jr. throws it up to Ryan Rupert. And he misses. GP2 in transition. Looking for someone to run with him. It's Pat Spencer. Now it's Guy Santos. And he misses, although Will Richard with the offensive rebound. Out to Gary. Back into Guy. Gary and Guy connecting with each other there a few times on that play. And finally, they find the bottom of the net. Couple of 1-2s there from the 2 Gs. Alright, so it's back out to 18 now, which I love! Oh, Quinton with the denial! Walter Clayton Jr. tried to throw it down, but Quinton said, not today. I'm the postman and you can get out of my post. Oh my goodness. Gee, Walter Clayton Jr. is having a terrible night. He is 0 of 7. Scottie Pippen Jr. gets the easy layup there out in the break. Maybe he's the new tank commander, Walter Clayton Jr. It feels like he's just deliberately trying to miss at this rate. Alright, so maybe Leons is going to check back in. Good to see. He's been really good in this first half of the game. Will Richard, another offensive rebound, and it's going to result in another easy Gee bucket. Man, I love Will Richard. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and then for Gee, 12 points, 3 boards, a steal, and a block. I'm loving it. We're getting so much production as Will Richard's on the break again, and he throws it down. Will Richard doing everything out there on the court. And the very empty Warriors bench is celebrating. That's pretty funny because obviously a lot of the guys like, you know, Steph, Kristaps and all that didn't make the trip. So the Warriors bench, there's like so much space. Alright, so it's back out to 20 though, thanks to Will Richard. And Guy Santos, that's going to be a foul. So finally, maybe Leons will get to check in.
That the Grizzlies were going to make a run here. Look at Will Richard crash, and he's fallen over.
So yeah, Gary, Guy, and Will, really, really good in these past 3 minutes. It got down to 12 points, and now it's back out to 20. Thanks to the hustle of these guys. So Guy now, 2 more free throws. It's been a great night from Guy, an efficient night. He never tries to play hero ball, does what the team requires, gets himself in the right spots on both ends of the court. And yeah, he'll get himself a nice contract whenever his deal is up. Let's have a look actually. When does Guy's contract run out? So the guys that are contract for next season is Quinton, Guy, Gary. Melton has a player option which he'll 100% decline. He'll get more money than the $3 million that he was gonna have the option to take next year. Pajemski's a team option, they'll pick up that. Horford's a player option, I think he'll pick up that. And then Kristaps. So most of the money will probably go to Guy, Porzingis, and Melton, I'd assume. They'd love to bring Gary back. I don't see Gary leaving. Gary will come back on a minimum. But yeah, I wonder if the Warriors can open up enough cap to, I don't know, somehow sneak LeBron in. Alright, so timeout here, minute 30 remaining. Now it's back out. It's 22, which is good. So it's 24. Grizzlies got it back halfway down to 12, and now it's back out to 22. So I did say there was probably going to be a patch where Memphis made it interesting, but as long as we had a few little runs in this second half, it doesn't need to be a full overall great half from the Warriors. Just enough to get it done off the back of our elite work in the first half, and we should win this. And I think that'll be the case here. Yeah. All right. Marvin Bagley, what a pickup he's been. I'm just looking at his stats right now. He's been a good pickup.
The Warriors used the coach's challenge on that Will Richard foul.
There is no foul on the play. Therefore, the challenge is successful.
Bro, Marvin Bagley could be an option for the Warriors in the offseason. Alright, so it's going to be a successful challenge there for the Warriors. I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't even know they were challenging. I thought it was just a timeout. But no, that's good. So it's going to be Warriors ball then. So the challenge was because it was called a foul on Will Richard there. They reckon that, yeah, GG had a bit of contact there by Will, but no, it was a clean steal. And the Warriors grabbed the ball after the steal. So it'll be our ball, side out of bounds. Hey, that's good. Might as well use the challenge now. Try and extend this lead even more so we can chill out in the fourth. Alright, Pajemski into Horford, into Richard. Warriors just spreading it around here tonight. Trying to get everyone involved as much as possible on nearly every single possession. It's been good. That's the only way you can win without Steph. You got to have everyone chip in. Pajemski. Deep three. Misses. And good box out there from Small. So Jackson's able to get the rebound and push it in transition. GG Jackson to the rim. Throws it up. And that's going to be an offensive foul on GG. Pajemski. He loves drawing an old charge. Had the feet set, did Pods. Absorbed the contact. Got a bit of a head whack there on the way down. But hey, Good work from Pods. Warriors ball.
Because you said it. You put it out there in the ether. That would mean you jinxed them.
Pajemski, Horford now. Misses. So neither team can score here. That's going to be a foul on Maybe. Trying to hustle to bring in an offensive rebound. Oh, no, hang on. That's going to be a foul on Memphis. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, okay. We'll take that. I just saw the replay there. That's definitely a foul on Memphis. So some free throw opportunities here for maybe Leons. Already tonight, up to 5 points. Actually, no, he'd be up to... Yeah, no, he's already up to... Well up to 5.7 rebounds tonight. So these will put him up to 7 and 7 if he hits both. Maybe a near double-double for Maybe. It's definitely been the best game of his career so far. He's actually getting some real minutes tonight. And if the Warriors do end up, fully blowing this one out, I would love to see Nate Williams get in. Give him some opportunity. I don't know if he's maybe just not ready yet or, why he hasn't played at all. But I wouldn't mind seeing him get some PT. I don't see why not. I know there's been a couple of games where he's been in the G League, so that's why he hasn't played. But I'm pretty sure I saw him tonight on the bench. Because of all the injuries the Warriors have, I'm almost certain he would have had to suit up. Even if he wasn't playing, but yeah. Hopefully he gets in. Alright, so GG Jackson now some free throws. Goes 1 or 2. Couple of free throws here to end off this third. The scoring has slowed down, which actually probably plays in the favor of the Warriors here. We want to slow this one down, take as much time off the clock as possible. So 23-point lead. It's been good. I thought the Warriors might have got a little bit nervous there for a minute when Memphis started to come back, but they composed themselves, poised up, and went on a little run of their own to put it right back out to where it was at the end of the half. So all of Memphis' work in the third quarter ends up resulting in nothing. It's basically the same lead that it was at the half. So good work from the Warriors to just keep themselves poised. Not get flustered when Memphis came running. Because we've seen the Warriors do that a few times this year. Give up some big leads. But we've also seen the Warriors come back for some big leads. So I'm hoping that's not the case tonight. I would love a cruisy win here. Before we take on the Lakers. Now, I'll definitely be excited for that one. I think even without Steph, we could beat the Lakers. That's going to be a turnover. So 5 seconds. Although, no, that's probably out of bounds by the Warriors, actually. Yep, it will be. So 2.8 on the shot clock for Memphis. And then the Warriors will have about 3 seconds on the final possession of the quarter. Walter Clayton Jr. Prosper for 3. Oh, hits it! Oliver Max Prosper from downtown. Now with 1.7. Richard from the half. Misses. So it's going to be a 20-point lead heading into the fourth. Warriors very high scoring, 96 to Memphis 76. And how about that? Now give me 1 second. I will be back. Alright. I'm excited for this last man. I'd love to see some more Mavy and some Nate Williams minutes. But you probably can't bring them on straight away. We saw Memphis go on a little bit of a run early in that third. So I'm assuming they'll have one last attempt at a comeback before probably throwing in the white flag. And then at the end of the game, then we can bring those guys in. Alright, 1 quarter to go. Your boy is still incredibly sick. But hey, it's been good. Like, if we were on the opposite end of the result of this game, probably would have felt worse. But Hey, this is a good way to recover from cold and flu. Seeing a good Warriors dub. Not complaining at all. Alright. Man, Russ is going crazy. I'm just having a look at all the other box scores of the other games in the league. The Kings are getting absolutely dogged on. They're now by 27 at the half. But, bro, Russ going crazy. 19 points. Man, it sucks, bro. I hate that Russ has to end his career like this. Like, you know, I was never a big Russ fan, you know, during the peak rivalry. Same with, like, LeBron. Same with all these other guys. But now that, you know, their careers are winding down, and I've come to, you know, appreciate these guys in the later years. It sucks to see. Sucks to see some of these guys, in particular, Russ, go down like this. Like, bro. Ah, man, that sucks. I wish he could have stayed on Denver. Alright, so here we go. Fourth quarter action underway. Dubs with a nice 20-point lead. Looking to kind of just cruise home here. Nothing. We don't need anything crazy. We don't need to do too much. We don't want to also give up a lead. Oh, just do that, Pat Spencer. Throw it in from nearly the logo. Pat Spencer from deep. So it looks like he's going to be 3-0 against his brother this season, unless a miracle happens here. GG Jackson is trying to create that miracle. He has been balling tonight. GG Jackson. What's he up to now? 22 points. Wowee. Gary Payton now drives in, scoops, and scores. Gary Payton puts the Warriors into triple figures early into the fourth. And considering last night, I think we only had like, what, 109 points? We're already quite easily on track to knock that over. So, yeah, which is great considering it's the second night of a back-to-back. And we've also had no Melton and no Dre tonight. So a couple of extra troops down. Second night of a back-to-back on the road. We're struggling at the moment, but we've come out tonight and we've played well. I know it's against the, you know, pretty mediocre, you know, 21-35 Memphis team with also no real healthy stars, but I'm going to take the wins as they come, man. I'm going to take the wins as they come. This season's been a roller coaster. And one thing I've learned, just take the wins as they come and take them at face value.
GP2's like, Cam, your brother never liked you. We've always said stuff like that. GP2's been known to untie shoelaces, everything. You know, he'll get up into you. You start messing with people. Look at him. He's talking to GG Jackson right now. They're having a quick discussion. Speaking of national champions, Cam Spencer.
All right.
He's even pointing to his home. I think he's
So Bajemski hits the first free throw. Hits the second free throw. So it's going to be 3 free throws here for Pajemski. Actually, no, sorry. What am I saying? What am I saying? I got so confused there for a second. I was distracted on my phone. Pajemski's only got 2 free throws. He doesn't hit. What am I saying? For some reason, I thought the Warriors were on 100. I was like, that's why I thought Pajemski has 3 free throws. But no, I'm tripping. I'm actual tripping here. I'm blaming my flu for this.
I was actually on a plane not too long ago. I think it was going to Dallas.
That's what I'm blaming it on, man. No, so let's do Pajemski free throws. He hits the first. He didn't have a second free throw yet. We do have a stop and play here, blood rule. Alright, finally, okay. Pajemski hits 2 of 2 free throws. That's what I'm trying to say, alright? Alright. So 10 minutes remaining. GG now. Into Prosper. Kick out Small. Jerome, who's been good in the first half, but pretty quiet here in the second half, gets that one to go. But the thing is, every time Memphis has gone on a run, I've been happy that we've kind of instantly responded. They've brought it right back in, and then we push it right back out, which has been good. Because eventually, they'll just mentally give out. Because it's annoying. You got to come back going, but you just cannot get a stop on the other end. Exactly like that. Gary Payton from deep hits it. How about this from the Warriors? 50% from the field, 40% from deep. Ty Jerome. Whew. Nice shot there from Ty. Instantly responds with a 3 of his own and a smile on his face there with some former teammates as Pat Spencer misses, but Gary with the offensive rebound off the glass. Gives it back to Pat. He'll try a 3. Miss, but Horford with the second offensive rebound of the possession. Throws it up and gets it to go. So like I was saying, once again, every time Memphis have scored, the Dubs have just instantly responded. Jerome from deep again. Misses off. He hit that. He would have activated takeover there. I was just saying a moment ago how it's been a pretty quiet second half for him, but he's locked in here. Gary to the rim, turns around and scores. I say it every single time. You lose Gary, he's going to be at the rim. So already the Warriors have more points than they did last night as Small hits the corner 3. Obviously, Warriors put up 109 yesterday in a tough 4-point loss at the Smoothie King Center versus the Pels. But tonight we've already put up 110. Horford a 3, misses. But another offensive rebound. Pods a 3, hits it. These offensive rebounds have been killer here in this fourth quarter. That's already like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in the quarter for the Warriors. And a lot of them have resulted in second chance buckets. We take that. How many offensive rebounds do the Warriors have for the night? And just rebounds in total. So, 42 rebounds in total. 29 defensive. 13 offensive. Memphis only have 26 rebounds in total. 19 defensive and only 7 offensive. So, that's been the big difference tonight. The Warriors have really killed Memphis on the glass. And it's very often you say that the Warriors have killed a team on the glass, but we can confidently say that tonight. Which has been awesome. And considering no Dre, no Kristaps, 2 guys who typically get a fair few rebounds for the Warriors, we'll take that. Who's had the rebounds for the Warriors? Obviously, it's going to be Podziemski leading the way with 8. He's just become an absolute horse off the glass. Pat's got 2 boards, Al with 7, Moses with 2, Gary with 3, Richard with 4, Gee with 3, and then Leon's with 7, and Post with 6. So the only guy that's technically available tonight that is actually healthy to play that hasn't checked in is Nate Williams. Now, I don't know whether he actually will suit up and play, but if he is available and healthy, I wouldn't mind just throwing him in for the final, even just like 4 minutes of the game. Just give him some late quarter action. Oh, so it looks like there's actually not going to be really too many good games today now. Like, we were talking about it earlier in the stream, how it looked like there was actually going to be a few good games on today, but looks like the Pistons are going to take care of the Thunder. Looks like the Raptors are surprisingly going to take care of the Spurs. Wemby is having one of the worst games of the season for himself so far. He has got, is that 6 points, 1 of 7 shooting for Wembanyama. And then obviously we should take care of Memphis. The Rockets will take care of the Kings. And surprisingly, looks like the Bucks are going to take down the Cavs. Obviously, no Harden at the moment with the thumb fracture. Also, no Mitchell. Okay, that actually makes sense. No Mobley, Mitchell, or Harden. Cam Thomas looks good. 7 points. Man, I wish we could have got him. He would have been great to have. All right, here we go. 8:10 left. Andrew, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Man, Warriors are putting belt to air tonight. Yeah, I know, which has been impressive. Like, shooting's been on the point. Rebounding's been good. Playmaking's been good. Defense has been good. We've been consistent all night long. We haven't really dropped off too much. We had a point where Memphis brought it back to 12, but we kept the composure, got it back out to 22, and yeah, it's been smooth sailing for the majority of the night. It's been good. It's been a good, relaxing game. We've been able to just sit back, chill out, enjoy it. You know, see a little bit of action from everyone. Yeah, wins like this, you don't take them for granted anymore. You really don't. You just enjoy them, take them at face value. All right, Pippen Jr. goes 1 or 2 from the line. All right, so Memphis now trying to full court press here. One last little attempt at a comeback here for the Grizzlies, it seems to be. Although Pajemski wants to put that to rest here. He gives it off to Horford. Leon's near a double-double tonight. He might get close. Depends how much he plays here in this fourth. Gee, spin move and 1! Count it plus the foul. Gee Santos just about puts Memphis to bed. Man, this guy is seriously good. Gee Santos. What's he up to tonight? 17 points, 6 of 7 shooting. Impeccable. Just awesome. And what I've loved the most, I'm not even kidding, nearly every single player tonight is in double figures. If maybe can get 3 more points, as the free throw is good, if maybe gets 3 more points, every single Warriors player that has checked in tonight will be in double figures. That is a rare, rare thing for the Dubs. We're usually so top-heavy in wins, but like, Gee 17, Will 15, Pods 17, Al 10, Pat 10, Moody 14, Gary 16, Quinton 10, and then maybe was 7. So, Pajemski now. Oh, he's got a bit of space if he just turns around, Pajemski. Looks like he will. Pods, spin move, gets it to go. Yeah, hey, how about that from Pods? I said it in the beginning of this stream. I wanted to see a good start to finish game from Pajemski, not just a good half, and he's done that. So shout out Pods, man. Best player again tonight, I would argue. And a steal from Mavey. Come on, get 3 points. Oh, it's a turnover. Oh, I want Mavey to get 3 points so every Warrior is in double figures. Come on, I want Mavey in double figures. Is he checking out? Quinton's coming in, so he could be going out. No, he's still in. Come on, Mavey. Hit a 3. Hit a 3, maybe. Come on. Blue Moo. Blue Moo. We'll see what happens this weekend when our teams take each other on again. Of course, that's going to be a steal, though. Richard, throw it down, young fella. No, he goes for the safe layup. Doesn't matter, though. Timeout, Memphis. This will be a win for the Dubs. How about that? Up by 32. But yeah, we'll see what happens, Blue Moo. Warriors, Lakers, of course, no Steph or Jimmy for the Warriors. But I reckon we'll give you guys a run for your money once again. But how about this performance from the Warriors? Eight players in double figures. If only maybe you can get a 3, then it'll be every single player. But, yeah, I guess the only kind of guys that have shown up tonight for the Grizzlies, Javon Small, Ty Jerome, and G.G. Jackson. That's about it. Everyone else for the Grizzlies has been pretty mediocre. I like Javon Small. He played really well against the Warriors last time, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, he had 21 last game. This guy's nice. This guy is nice. What did he have against the Warriors? Oh, yeah, he had 8 points and 2 steals, but I felt like he just had a good impact. This guy's nice, man. Is he a rookie? I think he's a rookie. Yeah, I don't mind him. He'll be a good player. Kind of similar to like a potential maybe Keon Ellis type player. And then, yeah, GG's been really good. I'm happy to see that, man. I was really a fan of GG in his rookie season. Back when he had the longer hair. But, yeah, good to see him kind of get his career back on track. I'm sure he'll be a big priority for Memphis during this rebuild. You know, post Jaren, Desmond. I wonder what Memphis will end up getting for Jar. Imagine the Warriors got Ja Morant. That'd be such a 2K type trade. Steph and Ja probably wouldn't work together. Ja would need too much of the ball. He would need to be too much of an on-ball guy. You can't have that next to Steph. Just imagine that though. Ja is just like the ultimate six-man. Although imagine paying $40+ million a year for a six-man. That would be the most Warriors thing ever.
And yet, as a young guy, he bounces back the next night at 17 points, play after play, defensively and offensively. He was just excellent in so many facets of the game. He knows how to get himself involved.
All right, might as well start getting my notes ready for my post-game short.
Your man loses sight of you, turns your head, going cut is always kind of the right time. He's so active defensively, 6'10" wingspan.
Obviously, you guys know, regardless of how I'm feeling, I never miss a post-game review short. We've done all 58 games of the season so far. I'm yet to miss one, and yeah, unless something happens between now and the next hour, it'll be, yeah, all 59 done for the season so far, which I think is honestly pretty impressive. All right, Wells, 3 is good. So a little bit of a constellation 3 here for Wells. Actually, I forgot to mention him. I think he's been all right for Memphis tonight. Hasn't been crazy, but he's been all right. Come on, let's get Mavy to score. Surely Steve Kerr just says, hey, give Mavy a 3, although Gary wants a 3 himself, and why not? When it's your night, it is your night. Gary Payton, man, this guy is unreal. 19 points. This is one of the craziest Warriors performances in a while in terms of just all-round scoring. Maybe, come on! Where's the foul? No! That could have got maybe up to 9 points. I want to see him hit a 3. Jerome cashes it in. Come on, let's get maybe a 3 here, chat. Or even just a 2. 2 2s. Alright, we are also only 2 subs away from 1.6k, so if we want to get there, this should be the time to do it. Post. Flips it up and in. Good bucket there from QP. Man, this has just been one of the better Warriors performances in a long time. Like, this is our best win without Steph. Without a doubt. I mean, although those close wins have been great. Oh, maybe he's open. No! They didn't get it to him. Although those close wins have been... Oh, sorry, Memphis is on 94. I'm a bit rusty on the old scoreboard. But yeah, although those close wins were, you know, entertaining and, you know, gave you that adrenaline rush, this win has just been all-round great. You know, destroyed Memphis in the rebound battle. Oh, Richard's going to come back in. Same with Gee. Any sign of Nate Williams on the bench? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, Gee's going to sit down. I was going to say, what am I saying? Come on, Mavy's open in the corner. We need Mavy to score. Mavy. No, it's Quinton. Stop ball hogging, Quinton. Give it to Mavy. Give it to Mavy. Oh no, Walter Clayton Jr. falls over. Same as Quinton. Oh, is Quinton okay? Oh, he's alright. He's alright. I was going to say, get up, Quinton. Get up, Quinton. As finally, Walter Clayton Jr. actually hits a shot. He was, what, 0 of 7 for the night before? And now he's 1 of 8. Alright, so it's going to be, I think, a foul there on Pat Spencer. So it's going to be, what's happening here? Is it going to be Memphis? Is that going to be just Memphis' ball again? It will be. Alright, so 4:23 left. No sign of the two-way Nate Williams. And also, we need maybe for 3 more points. Oh! Hendricks with the probably highlight of the night for Memphis and 1 poster. Whew. Damn. Look, I respect Memphis for still playing hard to the end. I like that. That's respectful. All right, so this will put Memphis to the triple figure mark, 100 points. At this point, sub in Steve Kerr. Could you imagine they could actually do that? All right, he hits the free throw. So 100 to 125 here. Dub's still up big time. Come on, baby. Come on. This would be a good topic for my short. That'll be an offensive rebound. That's going to be another turnover for the Warriors. A little bit of sloppiness late, but look, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. The guys are probably tired. They're ready to go. Ready to go back to the Chase Center. I do want to see Nate Williams come in, though. Surely if he's there. All right, Wells, a deep three. Hits it. So, like I said, Memphis is going to play this to the end. So, the margin might not look as bad as probably what it suggests, but... All right, where's Maybe? He's open in the corner. That's going to be a foul, though. Come on, I want to see a Maybe three. And I think he wants it as well. He's sitting in the corner just waiting. All right, so Gary into Pat. High screen by Quinton. And that's going to be a illegal screen on Quinton post. So another Warriors turnover. We've been really good with the turnovers tonight. So I'm happy that it's happening when the game's already dead and buried. But still, don't want to roll into the next game with, you know, turnovers in your mind. All right, so that's going to be another foul there on Spencer. So, looks like the Warriors are just getting this stupidity out of their system, hopefully, before the next game. Because I don't know what we're doing here. Come on. You don't want to drag on the game, because the longer the game goes on for on the second night of a back-to-back, that's where a late injury can always happen. So, just nothing silly. Get this one over and done with. All right, Pippen Jr. Hendricks. That's going to be a carry. So, I don't know what is going on here. Both teams have just dropped off. All right. So, Gary now. We're still looking for Maybe. Come on. Where is he? He's left wide open in the corner. Look for him, Pat. Or just shoot from the logo and miss. So Will Richard with the offensive rebound. Maybe shoot the three. No, he drives in and throws it down. Maybe Leons. Young fella throws it down for a hammering dunk. Now we just need one more point. Bro, that was crazy. He threw it down. Jaden Wells off the bank misses. Pippen Jr. offensive rebound. And another shot off the bank misses. But third time's the charm there for Taylor Hendricks and the few Memphis fans still in the building. Give the applause. Hey, that was probably the play of his career so far, though, maybe. Threw it down. Steve Kirby, JJ Redick. End of game. Hey, that'd actually be nice. JJ probably got him because he's a bit younger, but hey, little shoot-off. Maybe they should do like, coaches have to shoot for whoever gets the ball first. Alright, Hendricks misses. Gary with the rebound. Come on, one more Maybe point. And every single player that has checked in tonight would have double figures. Come on. It would be the ultimate finish tonight. Come on, baby. Foul? Foul? Foul! He's in the bonus! Yes! Come on! Yes! Come on! Yes! Yes, come on. For every single Warriors player to be in double figures, he just needs to hit one. Come on. This would be awesome. Oh, he misses. Oh, don't miss them both. Don't miss them both, bro. Get the hopes up. I can't remember a game where every single player has scored double figures. Yes, it's a 9-man rotation, but come on. Oh, you missed both. Oh, oh you missed both. Oh, he missed both, bro. They had a graphic up on the screen and all. Will Richard's going to throw it. Nope. He never wants to throw it down, Will Richard. He always loves to go for the layups. I mean, look, it's smart. You don't want to get injured dunking it on the break. All right, 2 minutes left. Still a chance. Still a chance for maybe. Come on. I can't believe he missed both though. That's such a thing to happen. Oh, Will, give it off to him. Nope. It's he throws it down this time, Will. I was gonna say Will, give it off to Mavey for an easy dunk, but Will actually threw a dunk down himself. I just said he usually doesn't throw him down for a dunk, and he must have heard me. Come on, 1:50 left. So Rich is probably top scorer now. He'd be up to the 20s.
You can feel the tension. It's palpable in the building. Tick, 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 tick. Warriors, they're going to get win number 31.
All right, come on. Still a chance, bro. This has got to be one of the most all-rounded Warriors performances in a while. You better join the Warriors-Lakers stream on Sunday for you, Blue Moo. All right, so some more free throws for Gigi. He's certainly been the best player tonight for Memphis with 22 already. Chance for points 23 and 24 here.
Mostly in college, right? And the move became his. It was something he was known for, and it worked so well.
All right. So the Spurs have come back. Ooh. Spurs have come back. And OKC are also coming back. So I take it back. Those games actually might be good finishes. All right. 2-2 there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Way too many points on the scoreboard. What am I doing? I've had a few blunders with the scoreboard here tonight. All right, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, find him, find him. He's in the corner. Pat, no. I mean, good bucket from Pat, I ain't going to lie, but come on. For the culture. This would be awesome. We've got a minute left. It has to happen now. It has to happen now. Come on. He misses. All right, a minute left. Go now. Go now. Go now. Quickly. Come on. He's in the corner. Give it to him. Give it to him. Last shot of the game for the Warriors. This is it. It has to be now. Pat, pass the ball. For the love of God. No, Pat's not passing the ball. He airballs. What, Pat? What are you doing? Come on now. Like, seriously. All right. So I'm assuming we dribble out the clock here, unless we want to not get the turnover and just shoot it. Give it to him, please. Please, just give it to him. Give it to him. No, Pat, stop ball hugging. All right, no, they're going to let it wind out. All right, very good win, though. Unfortunately, though, we won't get to see every single player for the Warriors being double figures, but in our minds, we're going to say that did happen. But that's going to do it. Warriors get a big, big win on the road in the second night of a back-to-back, 133-112. Richard, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Guy Santos, 17 points, 4 boards, a steal and a block on 85%. Pat Spencer, 12 points, 9 assists and a steal and a block. Pajemski, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Gary Payton, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Maybe Leon's, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Horford, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists and a block. Moody with 14 points, 3 assists. Post, 12 points, 8 rebounds. Oh my God. One of the most all-rounded Warriors performances this season, if not the most all-rounded Warriors performance. And we did it without our 4 best players, Steph, Dre, Jimmy, and Kristaps. Like, honestly, round of applause to the guys tonight, because what a return to the streams that was. A great win. And for Memphis, you know, shout out Ty Jerome, former Warrior, 22 points. GG with 24. Small with 16. Hendricks with 14. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that win. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. I do apologize, you know, for the little bit of sickness that you guys would have seen across the stream. But I'm doing my best, man. You know, trying to just finish out the season strong. I'm really excited for what next season, you know, can do for the channel. I think I've learned a lot of good lessons on all fronts of content, videos, shorts, streams, and I think next year will be the year that we really, really explode. I've got the formula figured out, but you know, there's no point in just waiting till next year. Might as well take action now. Try and end off the year well. But yeah, Hollis says bye. I appreciate you for joining. I hope you did enjoy the stream. Very good win for the Warriors. Get it done in a high-scoring blowout. And yeah, the short will be out later tonight. Hopefully a video out in the next couple of days. Working on that at the moment. We'll be live this weekend. Saturday local time at the Chase Center. Sunday for my fellow international viewers. Versus Luca, LeBron, and Austin Reeves and the Lake Show. So that should be fun, as always. Much love. Stay safe. Go Dubs.